Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. It's Wednesday, January 29th. Time for my Bolts of Lightning column. Tampa Bay had a hard luck 1-2 segment, and that meant only 2 points. Here's how those three contests played out. Game 48, the Lightning 4, the Blackhawks 3 in overtime. Tampa Bay scored a power play goal with 41 seconds left in regulation, then converted another man advantage in overtime to steal a win from Chicago on Friday at the United Center. The Bolts advanced to 26-18-3, and that adds up to 55 points. The Blackhawks slipped to 15-28-5, and that equates to 35 points. The Lightning scored first at 10:59 in the opening period. Forward Mitchell Chaffee registered the power play goal with forward Nikita Kucherov and forward Braden Point credited with the helpers. Chicago got the equalizer at 16:29 and then took the lead at 18:47. Both teams would head to the dressing room after 20 minutes of play, with the home team holding a precarious 2-1 advantage. The Blackhawks made it 3-1 at 4:59 of the middle period. Tampa Bay cut the margin with just 8 ticks left when forward Nick Paul lit the lamp, with defenseman Victor Hedman and forward Brandon Hagel recording the assist. That made the count 3-2 after 2 periods. The score would remain 3-2 until 1919, when the Bolts would tie the score with another man advantage marker. This one went to forward Jake Gensel, with Kucherov and defenseman Darren Radish providing the helpers, sending the game to bonus hockey. Tampa Bay would record their third power play goal of the evening to seal the deal at 58 seconds of the extra period. Kucherov netted the game winner, with Hedman and Gensel notching the assist. Goalie Jonas Johansson made 11 saves on 14 shots to chalk up the victory. Let's go to game 49, the Red Wings 2, the Lightning 0. Tampa Bay lost a heartbreaker, falling 2-0 to Detroit at Little Caesars Arena on Saturday. The Red Wings moved to 23-21-5 for 51 points. The Bolts fell to 26-19-3, and that equates to 55 points. After scoreless opening 20 minutes of play, Detroit dead at the scoreboard first at 9:55. That was the only marker of the second period, and both teams went to the dressing room after 40 minutes of play, with the Red Wings holding a slim 1-0 lead. The home team finished the scoring at 19:32 with an empty netter. That gave Detroit a hard-earned 2-0 victory. Goalie Andrei Vasilevsky absorbed the hard luck defeat, turning away 29 of 30 shots on goal. Let's go finally to game 50, the Blackhawks 4, the Lightning 1. Tampa Bay gets the opening marker early in the game and then comes up empty for the rest of the contest, falling to Chicago 4-1 Tuesday at Amalie Arena. The Blackhawks improved to 16-29-5 for 37 points. The Bolts slipped to 26-20-3 for 55 points. The Lightning got on the scoreboard early in the opening stanza. Point maneuvered the disc across the line at 3:34, with Kucherov and Gensel being credited with the assist. Sadly, that would be the only goal by the home team this evening. Chicago evened the count at 10:19 in the second period with a power play marker. The Blackhawks took the lead for good at 18-14, and both teams went to the second intermission with the visitors holding a very slim 2-1 margin. The Windy City Crew made it 3-1 at 8:02 of the final 20 minutes. The Black and Red posted the final goal with an empty netter at 19:03 to make the final arithmetic 4-1 in favor of the Blackhawks. Johansson absorbed the loss, turning away 16 of 19 shots on goal. Here's my analysis. Point 1. Third time in Bolts history that the team tied the contest in the last minute of regulation and recorded the game winner in the first minute of overtime. Game 2. The Lightning was shut out for the first time in the 2024-2025 campaign. And finally, point 3. Tampa Bay only scored 1 goal in the last 2 tilts, but it wasn't due to the lack of shooting. The Black and Blue put up 28 shots against Detroit and 35 against Chicago. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap to the guy between the pipes in the other colored jersey. Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. That's what happened with the Bolts. Check out what's going on this week. Book it, Dano.